There in the distance you can see the East Market project. The one building that's closest to us is in the white. That has the neon signs in the front. And there's another building a little bit taller that has black and glass. That is another part of the East Market project. You can put it into perspective by seeing where some of the other buildings in Philadelphia are and where it is on Market Street. You can see they're probably going to develop some of these other low rises here. They're asking tenants to leave, so you can kind of see that they're going to put up new projects. And this whole area is booming. And what you can see too is there's another lot right nearby that's been empty for years. And the story was that they were going to put up a huge building there, but they've held off on putting up any big building there. You know, it's a very amazing area under development these days. And for the city of Philadelphia, it makes a lot of sense too, since this is going to be additional revenue. Just it's a business decision. And here we're going back to look towards the west to see the East Market project. And that's the project there in the distance. And here we have a still closer view of East Market. Chance to see a little bit more detail and the stores around East Market. And this right near it is the renovated Galleria. Now, here's the closer view of the Market East or East Market development. What a great job they have done. You can just see all the stores starting to get put in place. Magnificent for the city of Philadelphia. And that's one of the buildings. And the other building that they finished, at the same time that they finished that building, they finished that other building. And again, another magnificent development for a whole block. And my suspicion is they want to also develop the block right next door. And they're getting rid of a lot of the buildings right next door and a lot of the stores and getting ready for another development. Now, all these stores look like they're almost ready to be gotten rid of. Closed down a number of the stores here, and you know they're going to put up another big development there. It just makes sense. And the block next door to that, again, they're going to put up another big development. Just makes sense. But the East Market development is just fantastic. Just another view of the East Market development that they have here. The commercial tenants on the various floors are not there yet, but they're in the process of getting there. But they are filling in the ground floor, which makes a lot of sense because the ground floor is very valuable, and putting people in the ground floor as quickly as possible is really important. And right next door is the Lowe's Hotel, and nearby there are other hotels. So it would make sense to have a development like this here. You can see some other retail stores that are here. Here you have a still closer view of the building itself. Just a beautiful piece of architecture.
You know where Chestnut Street is?
can see here, more of the stores on the ground level. What a beautiful courtyard they have here too. I'm sure it's going to be one of those added amenities to the tenants of the building to be able to go out in the courtyard. And I'm sure in the future they'll have restaurants that will cater to people in the courtyard. We're at 12th and Market, taking another look at the second building. You can see a beautiful terrace they have on the roof, and I'm sure they're going to probably have a cafeteria, and they're going to have access to the terrace on that floor. This just provides a different view of the buildings for East Market. It goes from 11th and Market Street to 12th and Market Street, and it takes up an entire block.